I am the ancient. I am the land. My beginnings are lost in the darkness of the past. I was the warrior. I was good and just. I thundered across the land like the wrath of a just god. But the war years and the killing years wore down my soul as the wind wears stone into sand. Neither dead nor alive, I became undead forever. Gosh, is it Monday again? Here we are at the Emerald Dragon, folks. We got a very, very special production tonight. I know I pretty much say that every week, but this time I'm actually serious. Not that I wasn't serious before, but I'm more serious now. And you'll understand why when I tell you what's coming up tonight, folks, is a live reaction. We're just going to have a live reaction show because we're going to watch My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. All right. I've heard great things about this. I don't want to be too excited about it. I mean, I pretty much sold it already, right? But how are you guys feeling?
Yeah, you know, Brad, I'm gonna be honest, I think you might be jumping on this bandwagon like 10 years too late.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why am I so behind the curve and everything?
I mean, Twilight, My Little Pony, it's like I'm back in 2012.
Shit.
Oh.
I mean,
So
I'm
open Beanie Babies,
guys.
Beanie Babies are still popular, right?
Ooh, we could do Beanie Baby review.
I have some.
I do too.
That'd be pretty cool. But what if we watched like Yu-Gi-Oh or something?
Oh hell
Dude,
yeah!
I had such a crush on Joey when I was a kid. Come on, he was hot.
Joey.
Joey.
The comic relief.
Yeah. Look at me and tell me that I'm not the one that'd be interested in comic relief. My favorite character from The Witcher is Yasker.
I don't know what that means.
Yes. Dude, The Witcher.
Maybe we are actually here to talk about anything but Dungeons and Dragons.
All right.
Dungeon. That reminds me, Kaylie. Actually, what we're doing tonight, folks, playing D&D. Yes.
What?
Is this news?
I wanted to watch My Little Pony.
We can do that after.
Good.
Is Yasker Dandelion?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Well, specifically within the realm of D&D, folks, we are returning to the land of Barovia in our Curse of Strahd campaign. We have a lot of exciting things to get to this evening. So, I will pass the buck to one of you guys, and you can pass it on. Let's go through like we have been doing. With a brief introduction to your characters that you'll be playing, and then we'll start with a recap and then jump right in to our campaign. Kaylie, do you want to start tonight?
Oh God, I was trying to think of a quip. Juniper Jet, named after a flower because I'm full of power. Thanks, guys. Thanks, I appreciate it. I'm just gonna leave. Good night. First,
a day late and a quip short.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Who are you passing the buck to, Kaylie?
I'm gonna pass that buck to Paul.
My name is Paul, and I tonight, and hopefully for quite a while in this campaign, but who knows, I'm playing Ghost, the human fighter battle master, who is part of the Flaming Fist, the most beloved group in all of Faerun. And with that, I'll pass it on to Manafaa. Alex.
Yo, I'm Alex. I am playing Manafaa, the Tiefling Cleric of the Grave, in the service of Jergal, Seneschal of the Lord of the Dead. Rohan.
And I am Preston. I am playing Rohan Mihai. He's a Vistani Ranger Monster Slayer. And his accent is kind of like a gypsy. He says things like, "Say to her, we have a measured many miles to tread the measure with her on this grass." Or other lines like, "The fool cannot tell whiskey from vodka from water."
I don't know if I've ever heard you say any of those lines.
Yeah.
Are those the
It's
lines you
difficult.
practice at, like, before D&D?
Yeah.
I've never heard those lines.
'Tis difficult to hit an invisible fish.
What is this?
Whoa.
What is happening?
That can that be in my text message alert? Like, can I record you saying that?
Do you have a vocal accent coach, Preston? It sounds like a
Practice.
perfectly rehearsed line.
And then Brad.
Oh, and then me. Yes, I'm Brad. I'm the dungeon master this evening. I have a lot of sick things that I have in store for you guys. Not you, the audience, but you, my players. You should be scared if you're not scared already.
I think Brad's gonna murder us.
Guys, I can't. I don't
No.
have a backup character. I don't.
Why not?
I made one. I made one last week.
Because the one I had is now going to the other campaign. So
You've already used that excuse once.
I know.
We might just have to get a stack of them, but with all that aside, my friends, we are going to jump right in. Well, we can jump in, we can dive in. I don't know. What would you guys prefer?
What are we jumping into or diving into?
Presumably there's some water.
All right, then I'll take a jump. I don't know how deep this water is. That sounds kind of risky.
As a cat, I'm just gonna stay on the sidelines.
Okay.
Thanks.
It reminds me, my parents used to say, like, oh, if your friends jumped off a bridge, would you do it too? And I would
Yes.
always be like, well, is there water under it? Like, can you give me more information? Like, how high is this bridge? Like,
You have not painted a picture here of the scenario.
I can't
Sounds
really
fun.
answer that. All right. Well, a quick recap then of our shenanigans last week. So, our party, the Outliers. You guys slept beside the old Svalich Road on your way to Valaki with Irina accompanying you, or you accompanying Irina, probably both. You woke up in the morning to continue your journey, which brought you about an hour down the road when you encountered a gang of giant wolves, and they were assaulting a stranger to you guys. Well, like proper heroes, you stepped in to the line of danger, and you ended up fending off these wolves, and you rescued a noble individual named Vasily von Holtz, who was very thankful that you guys came to save him. So he escorted you back to the town of Valaki, to the town walls, where you were interrogated by the guards of the town. They informed you of the various rules and the customs of the town, and gave you the impression that this place maybe not the best place to mess around. So they have a very strict way of doing things here. You guys were ultimately permitted access to the town of Valaki, and they informed you that they would be watching you rather closely during your stay. Rohan in particular. Once you were within the town walls, you all went to the Blue Water Inn, where you met the Martikov family, some of them, the owners of the inn there. You split the party at this time, where Irina, Manafaa, and Juniper, you decided to go visit the town burgomaster, Baron Vargas Volakovich, while Ghost and Rohan stayed behind to enjoy 1 or 2 or 7 or 10 drinks. Who
Lost
really
count.
knows what transpired within that time? Over at the burgomaster's mansion, Manafaa and Juniper were able to make the acquaintance of the burgomaster, who seemed to enjoy their company and their attitude towards the town. Seeing that he, or sensing that he could trust these two, he tasked them with a little bit of espionage to go scope out a local noble who may in fact be plotting a coup against him. Afterwards, you guys all met up once more at the Blue Water Inn to find an intoxicated ghost in Rohan, and quickly swept them up the stairs into your private room quarters so you could have a private place to chat and plot your next move. You decided ultimately to go drop off Irina at St. Andrew's Cathedral, and that is where we pick up at this present moment. You guys were making your way out of the Blue Water Inn towards the cathedral. So I'll leave it to you guys.
To the cathedral! Ghost runs down the stairs, hitting every single step. Boom, 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 boom.
I don't know if I have ever seen that one with this much energy.
I mean, damn. I guess we'll just need to keep an eye on him. At this point, he's a bit of a liability, but I am not going to try to wrestle him back into that room.
Could have sworn we were outside already.
On our way to the cathedral.
Cool.
No, I'm really not going to try to put him back in the room.
So it's about a 5 minutes walk from the Blue Water Inn back over to St. Andrew's Cathedral, and you once again approach this building. Just a quick description once more. It's a very sad-looking building. It's slouching. The stone is super old. The walls are cracked in places. There's stained glass windows with chunks missing here and there. And there's a garden of gravestones next to the church with a thin layer of mist amongst the graves. And Irina looks at you guys and just lets out a sigh, just like, finally we're here. Okay, let's do this. And she proceeds in the building.
I will follow.
Follow.
All right. So at this time, it is about 3:30 or 4 o'clock in this town, and you're getting a little bit glimpses of nighttime upon you as you enter this establishment. Once you're inside, you see it's similar to the building over in Barovia, the church over in Barovia. The pews amongst the main room. There are several commoners within this space doing prayers, just sitting silently in most cases. And you see a tall and skinny man wearing very simple garb. He appears to be older. He has white hair that's combed over. And when he looks over at you guys, he quickly turns back after noticing you guys to the individual he's talking to, which appears to be about a 20-year-old kid, a pretty brawny fella, with a furrowed brow, and he's got a shovel that's just rested over his shoulder, and the priest directs him out the back, which he follows, and then he comes up to greet you and says, "Blessing of the Morning Lord upon you. How can I assist you today?"
And upon you, are you Father Lucian?
That is I.
We have come at the behest of Ismar Kolian, Burgomaster of Barovia.
Ismark Kolyan. Very interesting. I knew the Burgomaster to be one Kolyanovich. Is that not the case anymore?
He has passed on.
I'm very sorry to hear that. And how might I assist you then?
This is Irina.
Irina steps forward. Father, thank you so much for having us here today. My name's Irina Kolyana. It's true, my father, he's no longer with us. He mentioned this place as potentially a place of refuge where I might stay for some time. The father looks back at her, uh, a little bit puzzled. Well, refuge from what, my dear? Irina says, I am seeking protection from the devil. Some concern comes over the father's face, and he ponders for a few moments. He says, well, this plot of land here is safe indeed, so you are most welcome, my child. She says, thank you so much, Father. Thank you. At this time, a young child runs over and tugs at the robes of the priest, and he just says, "Is there anything else I can help you with, Father Lucian?" And he says, "Yes, please go fill the buckets, young Yeska. We must wash people's feet and their hands later on." And he runs off to go grab some buckets. And the father says, one of the orphan boys here. There's an orphanage adjoined to this building. Crazy kids are always running around. Well, who might the rest of you be? Please, I'd love to meet your acquaintance. Make your acquaintance.
We tend to respond with silence for the most part, but hello, my name is Juniper. Lovely to meet you, dear.
Nice to meet you as
Ghost.
well. Ghost? Pleasure. Father Lucian.
And nods to him. I slay monsters.
Very good. There's always room for those who slay monsters here.
And my name is Manafaa.
Nice to meet you, Manafaa. Okay, well, Irina, there is a room for you here, and there is food and protection. You will be safe here. Your friends, will you be seeking shelter under these in this building as well?
We will not. We have taken rooms at the inn. But thank you for the offer.
Okay, that's no problem at all. Irina has wandered off a little bit at this time, and she's like chatting with some of the kids over kind of in the opposite side of the room. You see a smile come over her face as she's interacting with these children that you haven't seen thus far since you've met her. Father Lucian recognizes this, says, I think she'll do just fine here.
Indeed. One other matter, Father Lucian. I do not know if you have any acolytes or other followers of the Morning Lord here, or ways of contacting others. But Father Donovich of Barovia has also passed. And I told the Burgomaster that I would attempt to spread word amongst the followers of the Morning Lord if there was one who was willing and able to take his place in that village.
Well, there are a couple individuals I can think of, but that's quite the undertaking. I think perhaps a psychological evaluation might be in order for anyone eager to assume that position.
I cannot say you are wrong.
Well, thank you for letting me know. Donovich, wow. I knew him as a child, but we haven't spoke too much since. Maybe some letters here and there through the years. Well, so what is it you plan to do while you're here in Vallaki?
Honestly, we've
Our mission. Go ahead, Juniper.
well, apparently we have a mission, but I think at this point we're just seeing where our next steps lead. But Ghost, what is our mission? Do tell.
I believe our mission is complete. Our mission was to safely get the lovely lady here, and now she is here. And is there some form of protection that we, Father Donovich, believed that this building itself was protected from the devil?
This land we stand upon is consecrated ground. On this premises, we have a special, let's say special item, which we have buried away in a secret location. And as long as that item is here, then no evil can step foot within this building.
Honestly,
very
Ghost,
useful.
that is kind of a relief. You are able to enter.
Well, Ghost goes and he starts sitting in the pew and starts writing in his journal. He writes out another prayer.
All right. Well, if you have no mission, then it's very interesting.
We have a request by the burgomaster, and these two know about it more than I do. Ask them.
He
It's
looks
I would say it's a bit of a private request. Wouldn't you think, Manafaa?
Indeed.
Sorry, dear.
That's more than okay with me. If there is anything you'd like to get off your chest, though, there is a confession booth over there, and I am bound by my faith to keep your secrets close. If now's not the right time, the offer always stands.
Thank you, Father.
Ghost perks up at this and says, "Confession booth, huh? How about right now?"
Are you ready and prepared to confess your sins to me on behalf of the Morning Lord?
I am. I'm wondering what you advise.
Well, I'd be happy to discuss whatever you'd like to discuss out here. As per the vows and the training of the Morning Lord, my mission in that booth there is to have you lay upon me your burdens and your sins, and I can help transform that with the light of the Morning Lord. I'm not one to give advice. I don't think I'm strong enough, unless perhaps the Morning Lord's divine presence happens to work through me in that moment.
All right. Well, I'll stick to my prayers. Thank you, Father. And Ghost continues to write furiously. And then he rips out a page.
So while you guys are speaking with the priest, these kids do just keep coming over from the room on the opposite side. They just kind of run through and like they're playing tag, and the priest is kind of like trying to get them to calm down a little bit, like shushing them. Every so often, you see this woman come out and start yelling at the kids to come back in. She looks like she's about 50 years old or so. She's got gray hair, tied up in a tight bun, and she's just like, yelling at the kids. And Father Lucian says, "Man, that's Mrs. Belasco is really she's really talented at handling those children. I don't have nearly the patience for it, but I try my very best. Have to work on it every day."
Do you have any children then? Probably not as a father, now that I'm asking.
I have no children myself, but the citizens of Valaki who come each evening for their prayers. These people, it's rather distressing. They live their life in fear.
In fear. I somewhat got the impression that this town was full of happiness and joy. I don't know what gave me that idea.
Well, try as we might, I don't know exactly why it is, but it seems that a good deal of the people here simply can't experience joy.
Can't or won't?
Your guess is as good as mine, really. I never see them smile. They always have a look in their eyes like they just want it to end.
True joy cannot be forced upon others, Father.
Sure. I'd agree with that. But I try to do the best I can within my lane here. Try to be cheerful. Try to represent the light of the morning, Lord. It's not always easy. I think it's very hard. Last week in particular, something strange has kind of shaken us here. A couple of our children at the orphanage have gone missing. I haven't seen them. It's been over a week. Whether they were taken, if the kids like to play from time to time and try to sneak out of the gates, and maybe they're just food for the wolves now.
How many children, Father?
Well, through the years, I think it's 2 or 3 or sometimes more go missing on a yearly basis. But
you said some
Two.
disappeared last week.
2 boys last week, yes.
Ghost folds up his prayer, which he has been writing in calligraphy, and he puts it in the offering, kind of the the collection box. But while he has his journal out, he walks over to Father Lucian, and he kind of just takes out the pages that he has, and he says, "Do these drawings mean anything to you, Father?" And he takes out the drawings of the 4 megaliths.
He takes a moment to look over your drawing, and when he sees the depiction of the summertime city, his eyes light up. He says, "This most certainly represents the Morning Lord. I've seen this before." And this one here, pointing at the winter scene, this one represents Mother Night. These are the 2 primary deities of Barovia, of these lands. From ancient times, they've been followed. These other 2, I don't recognize these, but perhaps it's just a bit of lore that's lost through the ages.
Do you know anything about dream pastries?
Juniper scowls.
Dream pastries, I believe, funny enough, my last letter from Father Donovich mentioned something about pastries. I wonder if there's any coincidence there. He said that from time to time, children would go missing in the village.
Exactly.
And it always seemed to be that their parents were somehow dependent on pastries. It didn't make any sense to me, but it seemed like they were addicted somehow. And then he would see them walking, and they wouldn't have a child in tow any longer. I didn't know what he meant, but is that helpful at all?
Father, do you know of the family inhabiting the windmill? nearby to this town?
No, I can't say I do. I really don't leave here very often. It's been many, many years.
Father, these two boys that went missing, can you give us their last known location, where they were, who they were with, who saw them last?
Well, as it was reported by Mrs. Belasco over in the orphanage, strangest thing, we talked to all the children. Nobody seemed to know anything or see anything.
And
But
these
we've known these kids to be pretty active kids, you know, trying to explore, pushing the limits all the time.
and these
So-
were orphan children?
Yes, that's correct.
What were their names?
Their names are Myrtle and Reek. Both little Barovian boys, brown hair, wearing about the same clothes as any other of the kids here, whatever we can scrounge up sometimes, and whatever is donated.
You wouldn't happen to have their dental records, would you?
Ghost.
What
Rohan
what
just
kind of
looks like
question?
Ghost.
You know, I mean, sometimes like fingerprints and dental records, keep track of them.
What the hell is a dental record?
Yes, Are you still drunk?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, Father. I have sinned.
Where is it that you got these? Where did you make these drawings, these symbols?
At the windmill. I have a feeling that the inhabitants of the windmill might have something to play in the disappearing of your orphanage. And for me, that's inexcusable.
Bullshit, you just hate those pastries. I've heard enough of this.
I do also hate the pastries for exactly why Father Lucen just elaborated, in that people get addicted and they prey off towns and people until they get what they want with these drugs.
These drawings by the windmill, how were they on the windmill? I'm so confused by this.
There
They were
was
on
a
4 pillars outside of the windmill. And in the middle of
must
this,
be a holy site.
unfortunately, in the middle of this, there was children's teeth found.
Children's teeth.
Many.
Well, if it was a holy site, then I suspect no longer.
It wouldn't happen to have anything to do with Mother Night. I don't think we've heard much about this deity down here.
Well, Mother Night, as the Morning Lord represents the daytime, Mother Night represents the opposite. And she's known to be worshipped by werewolves, other beasts. Definitely not your friendly commoner worshipping Mother Night, but the teeth, that is so perplexing. So perplexing. Ghost, go ahead and make a religion check. Nice. So, Father Lucian is really trying to chew on this one. And while doing so, Ghost, something triggers a memory in your mind from way, way, way back in the day, possibly even when you were a child. Reading some tale about the Feywild. And it is some little fable, a story of fables, collection of fables. And you would read about hags offering teeth to their deity, the Archfey Scythelin of the Crooked Teeth. And as the father mentioned that the presence of these perhaps has desecrated this site, is no longer a holy site, things really seem to click for you there.
I relay this information to the party. So, they did say they got their recipe for dream pastries from a witch. That recipe was passed down. I think all the pieces are coming together. Father Lucian, is there? Seems like there's a grab your torch and pitchfork type of army here. Is there any way we could make some attacks on these witches, perhaps, and stop these kidnappings?
I think that would be a really hard sell. There are limited resources in this town, and having the resources which are available leave the town would leave the town vulnerable in turn. But I'm just a priest, so don't take my word for it. It's hard to say.
Father, has an old hag ever come by to deliver pastries in this area? And we're much closer here to Valaki than Barovia.
I've not seen one myself, but if they're nearby and close enough, then perhaps they could prey on children outside of the walls.
Do they go outside of the walls, the children? Are they allowed to, or do they sneak off?
As I mentioned, they sometimes sneak out from time to time, although we strongly discourage it. That's really distressing news.
We could ask the guards at the gate if the old woman ever comes with her cart.
Yes, and I'd like to talk to Mrs. Belasco as well.
And I would like to have a word with the children.
All right, let's do it. Break. Don't worry, Father. Ghost is on the case. We're good to go. And Ghost walks over to Mrs. Belasco.
Oh, right about that time when you guys are like, all right, making this plan and everything. The father, actually, this one lady walks in the room. She looks like a sad old woman. And he actually says, well, thank you so much for your time. I hope all the best in your investigation. Excuse me, I need to talk with this woman. And while you guys are just finalizing your plans, you can kind of overhear some of this discussion. She's this sad woman comes up to the father and she's crying, and she's like, Father, my son Udo, he's been in prison for speaking out against the burgomaster. Oh my, can you please pray to the morning Lord that he shall be set free. It's so unfair. And the father tries his best to console her and give her some hope. You guys are free to do as you'd like.
Did the old man ever tell us where the children were last seen at? If we're really going to do this, we should probably check that area first.
It has been weeks, he said. I mean, perhaps that is no problem for your tracking ability. I know it is well beyond mine.
Yes, I believe he mentioned the last one that saw them. At least the impression I got was Miss Bosako, the lady in charge. But maybe it was the children. They don't always tell grown-ups everything.
Well, if you're going to talk to the children, Juniper, maybe you can glean that information from them.
I can certainly try.
They won't tell me anything. Children don't like me.
I can hardly see why, dear.
For me, it is equal parts fascination and fear. The gold skin and horns. Some of the children are entranced, and the others, they run and scream.
From some
Here's
of
the
the
thing.
commoners too within this church, you can, from time to time when you look out amongst them, you see a few like eyes that are just like really curious about what you guys are. But when you gaze upon them, they quickly divert their eyes.
The thing about children, gentlemen, is that you need to know how to keep their attention. And Juniper would like to walk over to where the children are just kind of having a heyday, just running all over the place, being chaotic.
Okay.
And I'd like to grab a rock off of the ground and just kind of sit down crisscross. I'd like to start to hum, and then I'd like to start to shake the rock and cast light on the rock so that it gets really bright and luminous, and just kind of start throwing it up in the air. Kind of looking at the kids.
Make a performance check.
Is Mrs. Belasco in the room?
She is in the adjoining building.
Okay.
Yeah. 15. Yeah. 3 or 4 kids come and they sit, crisscross in front of you. You got a proper audience now, Juniper.
Hello. All right, who wants to throw the rock? Who wants to throw the rock?
This one young lady raises her hand. Me.
I toss it to her.
She like fumbles it and drops it on the ground, and then I got it.
My dear, that's -1 point. I'm so sorry.
Oh, did I lose?
No, because if you make a really good shot, you get 5 points.
Where do I have to shoot it?
Where do you want to shoot it?
She like looks all like surveys the room, and then the only thing which seems like a suitable target is the little collection basket that Ghost deposited his note in earlier.
I wink at her. Give it a try.
She hits the table and it bounces off. And Father Lucian's like, "Hey, no throwing rocks in here."
Sorry, dear. That was me. I'm not the best aim.
This young lady goes and retrieves the rock and returns and hands it over. She says, "I guess I'm not very good."
No, dear. That was absolutely worth 4 points at least. That puts you in the lead.
Really?
Absolutely.
I feel like it wasn't that good.
It's not necessarily about being good at first. It's about working your way up. You know?
Interesting. You're a cat.
I am, yes. Would you like to pet my ears?
Yes.
I kind of lean down and let the kids pet my ears.
They're
All right,
they're
what?
really intrigued by this. One of them like grabs the fur on the top of your head, like pulls it.
All right, a little more gentle, darlings. Children,
Yes.
my name is Juniper. What's yours?
Well, I'm Danya, and this is Stefan, and that is Walter.
Danya, Stefan, Walter. Those are very strong names, beautiful names. Children, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Danya simply nods. Yes.
All right. And here's the thing. Going to be... how old are these kids?
Pretty young, like 5.
5. Okay. Here's the thing. I'm a super secret spy, and I'm looking for super secret information. And if you can give it to me, that would make you all heroes. The absolute most amazing people in the town. So do you guys think you can tell me the truth?
Make a persuasion check, Juniper.
I say, oh,
The little boy Walter, so like he's like a couple years younger, maybe. He's like he has a little doll that he's holding. He says, "No, you're a cat."
I am a cat, but I'm also a spy.
Oh,
Kind of wiggle my eyebrows. Yes, they're one and the same. They're not mutually exclusive.
Nevertheless, they don't seem like too eager to chat with you and answer your questions. More just like amused by you and your gimmicks.
Manafaa, come with me. And I grab him and I pull him over to the room to where Miss Belasco is.
All right.
Manafaa's actually been doing something that I haven't specified yet, so as to not interrupt the scene. So,
Let's see.
Well, do you want to go see Mrs. Belasco eventually?
Potentially. I assume there's a lot of broken stuff in here, DM.
Within the church,
Yeah.
it's seen its better days.
So what Manafaa's doing is going around and using mending to repair stuff that he can. Breaks or tears that aren't more than 1 foot across. So, like, if pews have cracks or anything, like...
Cool. Yeah, there's certainly plenty of opportunities for that. Can it mend all materials?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so even some of the stained glass, like you're able to replenish
cool.
that, and yeah, some of the pews. There's also parts of what's the rocks, masonry that you repair.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
And I will let...
Ghost waits patiently for 3 hours until Manafaa finishes, and then grabs him and pulls him into the other room.
Alright, I am pulled by Ghost.
Yeah. Manafaa refurbishes the whole church. In 10 minutes.
Move that truck! Yeah. All right. Manafaa, I got a bad feeling about this woman for some reason. I don't know. I'm not too good at reading people all the time, but what if she's letting the kids go? What if the hags are working with her? What if she's in on the dream pastries? I don't know. My brain's turning, but I want you to talk to her, and if you can't get anything out of her, then I might try something. How's that sound?
How about you talk to her, I stand behind you and figure out whether she is telling the truth. Because honestly...
Sounds great. All right, let's do it.
Wait, Ghost.
I'm a great talker. I immediately head over there as Manafaa's talking to me.
Ghost.
So, Ghost, you like fling open the door to the orphanage as you so often do to doors everywhere, all over the world. Fling them open.
Belasco, where are you? Show yourself.
This lady in her 50s with the gray hair, she like looks shocked. Like, who the hell is she's standing over at the opposite side of the room. Some of the kids scurry away too that were like playing by the entryway. They're like, ah!
Don't be alarmed. Don't be alarmed. We're here to help.
Excuse my friend, he does not understand the way that normal people open doors.
That is true. All right.
Well,
we got the jump on them, though.
I go great lengths to teaching these orphans proper manners, and here you are, undoing years of my hard work. What do you have to say for yourself?
We're here.
I lean over and whisper in Ghost's ear. Ghost, this is where you apologize.
I will not do that. We are here to help your orphan problem. We have heard that there is missing kids, and that is unacceptable to our party, and we want to help.
My immediate problem here is the lack of manners amongst these kids. that I work so diligently every day to instill in them. And you, sir, are not setting a great example for these kids.
Do I believe her?
That is true.
Make an insight check.
Come on. Are you telling me that manners are more important than missing kids?
Manners precede discussions on missing children. Manners precede
What?
discussions on any topic, as far as I'm concerned.
Manafaa? I look at Manafaa.
Manafaa, she's very, very truthful.
Ghost. Yes, the problem is urgent. This does not mean we disregard propriety.
Hey, well, can you answer a few questions to help us find these missing kids and hopefully stop them from going missing in the future?
I'd like to do that. Shall we step away from this room full of children?
I think
think-
that would be a good idea.
Yes.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. She looks at you guys like, who the hell do you think you are? Kind of like, but she exits, or she motions you guys to follow her out one door, which leads around the gravestones, actually, to walk around the lawns of the church to discuss these matters. She says, "It's true. It's true. We lost 2 children. I think it's been nearly 2 weeks now. They all get their outside time, their activity. They're instructed to stay within this plot of land. And every now and then, some of the troublemakers go off and do as they please, and some never return. Unfortunately, that is what happened. Poor Myrtle Reek. I fear the worst at this point.
Do I believe that sentence?
Which part?
The, we tell them to stay here, and sometimes the troublemakers wander off and don't come back.
Yeah, with your current insight, yeah. She's just telling you what she knows, it seems.
Well, I have a soft spot for troublemakers. I'd really like to get them back. Do you know anything about a windmill close to here? Or does the term dream pastries mean anything to you?
I've not heard of these pastries, and I've actually never left the town of Valaki. I was born here.
So it's just kids that wander off and they happen to get kidnapped when they go beyond the boundaries that they're supposed to?
You know children, Ghost. You were one yourself. When your guardian said you only play here, did you listen?
Oh no, I was the troublemaker. I'm afraid that I would be one of the ones that would be captured for sure. So if there was an interest in someone being, if someone wanted to take these kids, do you have any insight on, is there someone inside the town that would be helping this third party? Or do you have any information or any guesses as to, is it just, it's just a coincidence that the kids, or a happenstance, and that's the only thing that can prevent this from happening in the future?
Well, they follow their instructions, as I remind them to do, on a daily basis, then no harm ever comes to the kids. So preventing these things is squarely at the feet of the children, unfortunately. But what can we do?
Well, we can't expect the kids to follow the rules, so we'll have to kill these witches. All right. I turn around and walk away. Manafaa, anything else?
I apologize for my friend's rudeness. We are working on it.
She didn't give us any useful information. And I go back into the chapel.
It seems we share a similar role. sir.
That we do. That we do.
I
Thank you
wi-
for your time.
I wish you all the best,
Useless.
and thank you for helping us. All right, so you
All
guys
right, we
turn
rejoined the
in
group.
into the orphanage and back to the cathedral.
Can I finish asking the children my questions?
Yeah. So they weren't really eager to be answering your questions based off your persuasion roll. If you want to try another route to getting information, by all means.
Okay, I'm gonna try one more route. Okay, I'm gonna lean down to the kids and just try to get on their level, and just say, "Okay, kids, I know that I'm a little weird. I'm not quite what you're used to seeing. I'm sure you're not used to seeing a talking cat. But back home where I'm from, I have a little daughter. She's about your age. I would do anything in the world to protect her. And at this moment, you all remind me so much of her, and I just want to make sure that you're safe. Now, my questions have to do with your friends that are going missing. So do you think you can trust me to help keep you safe by answering a few of my questions? If you don't want to, that's okay. I'm not going to force you. But it's very important, if I need to help your friends, that you answer my questions.
Can make another persuasion check with advantage, Juniper.
Advantage. Yeah. You said persuasion?
Yes, please.
Oh my goodness, 25, baby.
All right. Look at you. Danya. Is that what we... Danya.
Daniel.
Which I should probably make a note of.
I wrote it down.
Danya simply nods her head that she understands what you're saying.
Okay, kids. What can you tell me about your friends that went missing? Did you see anybody talk to them that seemed weird or made you feel uncomfortable? When was the last time you saw them?
Well, the last time we saw those two, we were just playing outside. One moment they were with us, we were all playing tag and running away from each other. And by the time we came back inside, they just weren't with us anymore.
Were you outside the church or were you outside the wall?
We were just in the field outside, but the wall's not too far away.
Do you have any other friends that have gone outside the wall but have come back?
One time I went outside the wall, but
Oh,
I came
that's
back
very
right
brave.
away.
Yeah.
I stepped my foot, only 1 foot.
Only 1 foot. Well, that's enough to see things. Did you see anything when you stepped your 1 foot outside the wall? Probably not, right?
No, not really. It's just kind of dark out there, a little foggy.
All right, children. Is there anything you can tell me? Anything in this town that makes you feel unsafe? Anything scary?
Well, Miss Witch doesn't make it any better.
Miss who?
Miss Witch, yeah. Yeah.
Who's Miss Witch? Is that Miss Velasco?
Yeah, she always follows us around and tells us what to do, and we don't like her very much. She lectures us every day.
You know, grown-ups can be so rude sometimes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
why
especially
didn't-
when we want to play, but she won't let us play whenever we want.
You know, the key to that is to not get caught. And I can tell you how to do that. But first, can you tell me why you call her Miss Witch?
She's nasty. She tells us what to do. She tells us to go to bed. Sometimes so
gosh.
early. Way earlier than the adults.
I know, isn't that just so dumb? So dumb. You shouldn't be told when to go to bed. So does Miss Witch do anything else that makes you feel uncomfortable? Or is she just bossy?
I don't know. She always gives us food, make sure we have clothes to wear to keep us warm.
And there's nothing else you can tell me at all that might help your friend? Anything you can think of would be helpful, even if it doesn't seem important.
She just stares at you, the blank expression.
All right, children. Well, you've done a very good job of helping me. So thank you very much.
How do we play without getting caught?
You just gotta be sneaky.
How do we be
Okay.
sneakier?
Follow me. And I would like to do a backflip and hide behind one of the piers.
Make an acrobatics check.
Oh boy.
You like halfway do a backflip. It's not graceful at all, and then you kind of like roll over behind the fuse.
Okay, not quite like that. That I wasn't feeling very good today. Maybe Miss Witch was being too mean earlier.
They have their eyebrows raised at you. And the little boy goes, "You're a cat," and then they run away.
Never in my life have I been told so much that I'm a cat.
You're a
Don't-
cat! Hey!
Don't worry,
Ghost?
Kitty. You're more of a clown now.
Do you find anything useful, Rohan?
I'm going to
I
go
still
out to
don't
the
trust
field.
I don't trust that woman at all. Manafaa didn't say she was lying, but I don't trust her.
Irina
let's-
comes up to you guys, and she's just been off like talking with some of the commoners and some of the kids, and she says, "Well, I can keep an eye on anything you want me to."
Keep an eye on Miss Belasco. Please, Irina.
All right. Anything in particular to look for?
We just don't want any more kids to go missing, so it would be great if you could confirm whether the kids play beyond what they're supposed to, their boundaries, and that's why they get kidnapped. Or is there someone in the orphanage that is taking them, like someone from inside the town?
I'll keep my eyes peeled.
I think the
Thank
best
you,
we can
guys.
ask for is that you watch the children.
I will. I'll do that. Thank you guys for bringing me here. I'd say
pleasure.
you
You feel
guys are
safe?
mostly all right.
I'll take it.
I will definitely take that. I haven't been called that in a long time. Do you feel safe?
I haven't felt this safe in, it seems like, a lifetime.
So, is our mission complete?
I believe it is. Yes, thank
right.
you. Thank you. I pray to the Morning Lord that we don't have further missions together in the future.
You know, darling, that's absolutely fair. And I would like to take her hand and I would like to give it a little kiss and just say, I don't follow the Morning Lord, but I do certainly hope he watches over you. It's been a joy, darling.
Thank you very much, Miss Jet.
Good luck to you, Irina.
Thank you. And
We will-
Rohan.
Ron. Wait,
We will still be in town for several days, I think, if there is anything that comes up that you need our assistance with.
All right. I'm sure that won't be the case, but I appreciate it.
Lost you, Preston?
We will. We'll inform your brother when we get back to Barovia
Okay.
that you have been delivered safely.
That would be really nice. Thanks. I'll see if there's a way I can send him a letter while I'm here, too.
Sounds
take
good.
care, Miss Arena, and be vigilant because you might have to reevaluate what you think safety is.
I don't know what you mean by that, Rohan. But I will certainly chew on it. Thank you, noble Vistani. I appreciate your help.
Does a
About-
courtly
You
bow.
are very welcome.
You are not a Vistani.
I am Bastani. I can leave whenever I want. If I keep saying it, it will come true.
So, you guys have been at the church now for like a couple hours. It's definitely nighttime. And about the time you're making your way out, about 13 Barovian commoner adults come in the room, and about 6 children accompany them, and they're coming for evening service here at the church. Father Lucian bids you adieu and gets off to working on his tasks with the people of the village or the town.
Rohan's going to take a step outside and check out that field, and maybe do some investigating in over there.
Okay. Go ahead and make an investigation check, Rohan. I assume you're looking for maybe ways kids could break out, things like
yeah,
that.
like maybe like anything in nature, cracked twigs, possibly any footprints, if anything. Should I do investigation or survival for that?
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking for tracks and things, I'll say survival.
Oof.
When you walk out into the fields amongst the gravestones and everything, this is clearly an area where the kids play on a daily basis. The grass is very downtrodden. Many footprints visit this place frequently, so nothing really stands out to you.
Yeah.
It is also
Rohan,
dark.
find-
It is nighttime at this time too, so it's a little
Yeah.
bit difficult to
Oh.
see.
Rohan, find anything?
Nah, no. I'll have to come back later in the day. Is it that close to the wall?
Yeah, can you see the map right now, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Right
see.
here?
This is yep. So you
Okay.
can see the wall is really not too far away at all, like in any direction really from the church.
Are those squares guard towers, but not gates?
These ones here.
I think they're big
Yeah.
enough. Oh. Oh,
Yep, those would be like
Oh.
different towers and things. And then the smaller
wanted to
stuff
go
are the
talk-
gates.
Whose idea was it to talk to the guards? That wasn't a bad idea.
Manafaa's.
To go see if kids get out somehow. How else would they get out? Is there a hole in the fence?
That's what I'm thinking.
We'll
I should have
to-
asked the children.
We'll have to check the fence in the morning.
Yeah, children will always find ways to get to places they are not supposed to. I was thinking we ask the
That is true.
guards whether they let the old woman with the cart into the city.
We do have one other thing we might want to deal with, darling Manafaa, and that is this issue with Miss Fiona.
Oh, yes.
It's no longer a priority, but I don't necessarily want to get on that Burgomaster's bad side. Considering he's so rich and powerful and wonderful, I look around, making sure there's no one.
Make a perception check.
Perception.
Yeah, so the streets aren't particularly busy, but as you guys are speaking outside of the church, there is like a guard, and like when you say something about the burgomaster, he kind of looks back, and then you proceed saying these things, and he like gives you a thumbs up and continues walking on.
I give a thumbs up back and I say, perhaps we talk back in the room, gentlemen.
Yep. Valaki is so great. I love it.
I hate this town.
Rohan.
Cool.
All right, should we go back?
Yeah,
Do it
yeah,
over
yeah. As you guys make your way back, about 5 minutes down the road once more, you reach the Blue Water Inn, and as you'll recall, you don't necessarily need to go into the main tap room to return to your rooms. Just FYI.
Gosh, that was a major buzzkill, guys. I'm like not feeling it at all. In fact, yeah. Are we gonna retire for the night, or should we keep the party going?
I don't. I feel like I just want to do a quick glance into the. We're back in the room, right? We're not just standing on the stairwell.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh, I figured we were outside, like choosing which way to go.
Probably back into the four bedroom room would be my guess.
So there's a set of stairs on the exterior of the building that lead up, and when you enter the door at the top of the stairs, you walk along the hallway, as you'll recall, and you can see down in the tap room before. There's a few more patrons than you had seen earlier in the day, as it is now nighttime. But you can continue to your room as you see fit.
Room for now.
Cool.
I kind of want to just do a quick glance into this Fiona's window, just so we can tell the burgomaster we did something. I don't necessarily.
That seems reasonable. I think that perhaps it should be you sneaky ones who do this.
Yes, no. Well, unfortunately, I'm a little bit ability dry. I could use just a quick nap, and then perhaps early in the morning, the sneaky ones, which unfortunately I think are me and Rohan, perhaps? Ghost, maybe? Are you sneaky? I don't actually know. Okay. Ghost it is.
I've snuck around. I'm Rohan. I've seen Rohan sneak, and especially when we're trying to get the dream pastries from him, he just disappeared in the woods. I thought he was gonna pop out at any second.
I am honestly surprised I did not get a longbow arrow somewhere near me.
I am also.
Well, yes, perhaps first thing in the morning, Ghost and I do a quick glance at this Fiona, and then you two can go and talk to some guards. Perhaps. I don't know.
Rohan, you can go with her. How confident do you feel about sneaking around? I prefer to kill things after I'm sneaking.
Yes,
So there's-
we're not doing that.
Yeah, I'm not too happy about just sneaking for the sake of sneaking.
I'm sure I'm a little bit more tactful than you, so yes, I will assist Juniper, and you can go with Manafaa.
And Rohan, you have to be sneaky, which means you're not allowed to complain the whole time. Can you do that?
I will try my best.
I swear to everything that I stand on, Rohan, that if you blow this for us and we get in trouble in this town, I'm going to come back and haunt you.
Yes, I will try my best, but please keep in mind that we can get in trouble for even having a sour face. So, take all that with a grain of salt, I guess.
All right, long rest.
You guys are retiring for the evening? All right. It's like
Yep.
6 o'clock at night or something.
I would like to do something, unless you want to go to a break real fast.
No, let's do what we're gonna do, and then take that. We'll take a break upon our long rest.
Juniper would like to go back to her private room.
Mm-hmm.
Dig through her bag, and dig through the clutter of stuff that she stole from the manor our very first night. And I would like to take out something I found there, which was a scroll of sending. And I would like to send a message to Fardia.
Okay.
And there is a 5% chance that this spell could fail. So I believe that would be me rolling a D100 to see if it could actually go across planes.
Yeah. One moment. I just want to double check what the wording is on that.
That is fair.
Yeah. Yep. So, go ahead and roll a D100.
Is it 5 or below, or are we going to do 95 or above?
5 or below.
Oh, no. Okay.
All right.
All right. Alex, do you mind doing the finger trick for me? Thank you, darling. I would like to say I had a Google Doc written, but it's not loading, so I'm just going to wing this. Darling, it's me. I miss you more than I can ever say. I pray you and darling are safe and well. How many words is left, Alex? 2 words left? Damn. Love you.
Yes, the did count.
I know. I wish my document would load, but yeah, it's fine. That works.
A lengthy pause until you hear a voice that sounds a bit startled. It says, Juniper, how are you speaking with me? What a surprise. I hope you're safe, too, wherever you are. Our daughter is fine. She misses you.
She misses end.
Okay. Juniper would like to cry. She would like to take a moment and just kind of have a private moment in her room and just cry, probably until someone knocks on the door.
Well, does that door knock ever come for any reason, you guys? Do you have other things you'd like to do before you retire for the evening?
Rohan, you ready for another game of chess?
I'm going to bed. It has been,
Oh, come on.
no,
Come on,
Ghost.
pastry.
It's been a long day. We have to sleep. We've got work in the morning. I hate this town.
Pastry dragon. Pastry dragon, you're being salty. One more game. Come on.
Go away.
Ah, fair enough. Okay.
Going to light my incense and continue transcribing more of the book before I sleep.
Absolutely. That must be about 3/4 of the way through now. Very
Yep.
good. You're on the home stretch.
And I will actually like fully take off all my armor and everything. I assume that there is some kind of like basin around somewhere that can be used for the cleaning of stuff.
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, then I would like to wash all of the padding that I have on under the armor and like clothing and stuff.
Yeah.
Get that all clean.
You got a solo room as well, right? Or were you sharing with Ghost?
I was sharing because Rohan bought the 4
Yeah.
room.
All sharing.
Yeah, I was sharing with Rohan.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
And then Rohan went to bed. Ghost, are you staying up for a while?
Might. I don't know. DM, is it possible without like role playing or adding another scene? Can Ghost go down and get a drink and just try to gather some information from town people? Is that possible? if I buy them drinks?
Yeah, I mean, like, tell me what information you'd like to gather.
I'd like to gather some information just about what they think about this, about the family in charge. Who is that? Vlahovic. I'd like to know what. Find out information about the Vlahovic family,
Okay.
and then also, what about this the celebrations that they have every few days? What are their general feelings about it, like the general public's feelings, and what happens at them, kind of. So kind of the general feeling of the public, I would like to gather how they feel about this family and their traditions that they've created.
Okay.
And the rules for malicious unhappiness and that kind of stuff.
Go ahead and make an investigation check, Ghost. You go down and you buy a drink and all right, 12.
Wait.
So, yeah, I'm sorry. Natural 20, I'm looking at it too, man.
No.
But so after some time passes, you return to your room and you've gathered this following information. So from the little that any of the commoners would even engage you in conversation, they seem very guarded, very skeptical about you, clearly being an outsider to these parts.
I'm so friendly and such a nice, approachable guy.
Might be the green eye. I don't know. But you can tell that they speak favorably of the burgomaster, but it seems that they do so dutifully. They don't want to misstep or misspeak in fear of who might be listening. So they seem generally guarded by that. And what other questions did you ask me? I think that's kind of just the general feel of the town and everything. Yeah. They right. I mean, they're like, yeah, the festivities are great, and they like don't even smile when they tell you these things. So
okay,
yeah,
that's helpful. And then the rules for how happy this facade that they have to put on. It just, I'm giving them a couple drinks, trying to get them to loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, so nothing that they wouldn't tell you anything explicitly through that, but rather just the general length at which they would disclose any information to you, and the way in which they conducted themselves through the process. You can kind of gauge they're trying very hard not to misstep, so that must be where the threshold lies. Does that make sense?
Got it. Yep. I go back to bed.
All right.
Good night.
Bedtime all around for the Outliers, which means we'll take a 5-minute break and wake up in the morning fully refreshed and restored. We'll see you soon.
Break time.
Back at the Emerald Dragon playing Curse of Strahd. The Outliers have visited the orphanage and the church of St. Andros, delivered Irina there, and she is now safe and secure. They are trying to unravel various mysteries and have made their way back to the Blue Water Inn, where they are taking a long rest right now. So, June and Rohan, you two sleep like shit tonight. Like, you're tossing and turning, and it's just not comfortable, and you're sweating, and it's a really miserable time. For the duration of your guys' rest, you will sleep intermittently to total the minimum required resting time to achieve a long rest, but it is laborsome. Let's put it that way. Manafaa, Ghost, you guys, you sleep all right tonight. You sleep all right. I don't know how long you intend to rest because you did retire fairly early in the evening. Your long rest would conclude, I suppose, it's 6 hours for a long rest, right?
I believe, yeah, 6 hours minimum sleep.
Yeah. So, shortly after midnight, I guess you would accomplish your maybe closer to 2 a.m. for Juniper and Rohan.
Perfect.
I'm gonna sleep until sunrise. Like, we've been traveling on the roads, and we had a big ass fight that was pretty exhausting. So I'm taking advantage of this bed.
Very cool.
I will get up at first light, but probably stay asleep until then.
At,
Sure
about,
thing.
at about 2 a.m., I wake up super grumpy, but I wake up anyway. And I walk over to the boys' door and I knock. Rohan, time to go.
What the hell?
Rohan and I have to go. You two can do whatever you want. Rohan and I gotta go.
I didn't
Quiet
get
out there.
any sleep. You shut up. You're in my room.
I'm not in your room. You didn't open the door. Did you unlock it?
Who's there?
I guess I go into the door if it's unlocked. I don't know if they locked it or not.
It's up to them.
It's locked. It's locked.
I am getting up. I'm up. I'm up. Let's go. Rohan struggles real hard and gets out of his bed. Got bags under his eyes and hair's a mess. Seen better days.
So,
Alright.
for your consideration too, Juniper, when you're knocking on his door, you're like looking out and down at the bar room, and there's like rooms on the opposite side as well. So, just to put it out there.
It'd be not super rude. Like, just loud enough for the guys to hear.
Okay. Very good. So, Rohan and Juniper are going to sneak out.
Hi.
Yep.
Okay. So you've completed your long rest. You make your way down the stairs to the outside of the Blue Water Inn. I need both of you guys to make wisdom saving throws.
What? What is this about?
Oh.
Oh, my roll 20 just froze.
Do you have a dice in real life?
Hold on one sec. I'm trying to get it up, but I do have a dice in real life if I need to do this.
Let's roll it quick.
Okay. Brad, can I just roll on D&D Beyond and trust that you'll trust me?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Only you though, Kaylie. I wouldn't trust any of these guys.
Thanks, bud.
Fair.
Very fair.
It's not working either. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna grab a real dice. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. I could roll a d20 for you if you want.
Oh yeah, you can do that, can't you?
Do you want me to just roll a d20 for you, Kaylie?
Actually, I kind of want to roll real dice.
All right.
I get a +1. 19.
Okay. So Juniper, you, as I mentioned, you had a terrible night's sleep. You're a bit groggy from it, but you're able to shake it off for the most part as your mission is clear and it is the time to embark on it. So you're ready to go. Rohan, not so much. You're sweating in your sleep, and it brought on some serious chills, and those have continued as you've exited the inn. And you are a little bit sweaty. You put your hand up to your head, and you're actually feeling a bit feverish. My friend, you now have a condition called cackle fever, and you are suffering withdrawals from 24 hours removed from your last dream pastry.
Cackle fever.
I will message you what that entails.
Ah, Juniper, I don't feel good. Maybe we should do this on another day.
Oh god, Rohan, we need to do this now just to get the Burgomaster off our backs. What's wrong? What isn't feeling good?
I feel like death woman. My throat hurts. I'm clammy. I've been sweating all night in my bed. I feel miserable.
All right.
But no, you're right. Let's just go take care of this.
No. Are you gonna complain the whole time and wake up everybody and get us caught? Should I go get Ghost?
No, I'll handle it. It's fine.
I don't believe you.
Ugh, maybe I should see a doctor first.
It's 2 a.m, darling. You know what? I'll just have you wait outside. I'll have you keep watch, all right?
Sounds like a good idea.
All right, just... I'm not going to be very fast. I don't feel like I need to do a thorough search. I'm just going to look around, come back out, just so we can tell the Burgermeister that we did what we needed to do. All right, follow me, dear.
Okay. I'm sorry.
What's funny? What?
Nothing. Please, let's just go, okay? These children need us.
Right.
Ah,
Okay.
stop it, Rohan. Let's. All right.
I'm going to start walking towards Fiona's residence stealthily.
Sure. Yeah. How about a couple of stealth rolls, you guys?
Now. There.
All right. So the streets are very empty at this late hour. You walk a little ways. It's like a minute down the road before there's an intersection. And based off of the instructions or the directions you received, Juniper, to take the North Fork. About that time, as you're trying to kind of slink through the shadows and everything, you see some torchlight from down the way and a large figure walking in your direction. A couple of the guards shout up ahead, "What are you doing out of curfew? Hey! And they walk. They swiftly begin walking in your direction. They're some ways away.
I would like to grab Rohan's arm and whisper, just go with this. And yell back, I'm sorry, we're not from here. I didn't know there was a curfew. My husband, he's not feeling very well. He's got a fever. We were looking for a doctor. No one was awake. I don't know what to do.
All right. The guards approach you, and you need a doctor at this late hour. I know CPR.
I mean, you could try. I just don't know. Do you know if there's a doctor nearby that would wake up and take a look at him?
Please tell me. No, please. I would I would rather you give me CPR to cure my illness. Okay, let's do that, Mr. Genius.
About that time, a large man meets up with the lesser guards. You guys had seen this individual before. Really, really big, with a big, great axe strapped across his back. And one of his arms is huge, while the other is just a regular size arm. He comes up, and he's assessing you. It's like you can feel like a burning as he looks you up and down. And he looks at Rohan. He goes, "Paper."
What was that?
Papers. Now.
Did we get papers when we came into town?
He's only looking at Rohan.
What papers? I wasn't given any papers, you giant lummox.
Vistani need papers.
No one told me I needed papers. Your arm is so funny.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what... He's not usually this much of an asshole. There's something really wrong with him. I don't know what's happening.
It's fine. They're fine. I don't have papers. I was given leave. Oh, what was that guy's name? The one we saved in the woods the other day.
Vassal von Holtz let us in?
Yeah, he's Vassal von Holtz is my guy. Just talk to him.
The guards would have given you papers.
No one gave me papers.
I would like to search through his bag if he has it on him and try to find the papers that I'm pretty sure we got. But I can't remember.
This commander, you presume, looks at his guards and he says, as you take Rohan's pack, he instructs his guards, be ready to arrest this man. And they they put their hands on their weapons.
Oh, shit. All right.
I
So-
don't have papers.
Make a Constitution saving throw, Rohan.
Oh shit.
Shit. This turned out swimmingly.
All right, Rohan, you feel some chuckles welling up, but you're able to just keep them pushed down as best as you can.
I'm telling you, sir. I have no papers. Nobody gave me papers. The honorable whatever his name was, who we saved the other day, gave us permission to enter. You will have to speak with him, as he is, I guess, I don't know what your town calls them, mentors. He's basically in charge of my being here.
He's the accountant, I believe.
Can't count stuff.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage, Rohan. Juniper, he does have papers. He was given papers.
They are in his bag.
To show that he has a sponsor in the town.
Okay, can I find them and like show them?
I'm gonna say with that, your stress does induce a fit of cackle fever, Rohan. So Rohan like falls to the ground, incapacitated, laughing, shrieking hysterically.
Okay. While he's doing this, can I find the papers in his bag? Do I?
Make an investigation check.
Shit, fuck, cock ass. Oh, good, 0.
You're unable to retrieve his papers, unfortunately. He's laughing on the ground like a buffoon. The commander looks at you, says, "Your friend's coming with us.
All right.
Where are
Look.
you staying?"
You work for the Burgomaster, is that right? All right, look. And I kind of lower my voice and I get up close. I arrived here yesterday and the Burgomaster asked me to do something very important to him, and I need this man's help. I know he's a bumbling idiot and I know you hate him, but I need him. And if I can't do this job for your Burgomaster, he's going to have your head. So please, let me take this idiot with me. And when we're done, we can come back and we can chat all you want about how much of an asshole he is, but for tonight, I need him. Or you can talk to the Burgomaster yourself and be disappointed when you lose your head.
Make a persuasion check with advantage, Juniper.
Oh, fuck.
No Vistani allowed in Vallaki without sponsor. He's
Yes,
coming.
and as
He's coming
we've-
with us.
As I mentioned, Vassal von Holtz is his sponsor. This idiot just can't find his papers. Please.
Take the bag. Rohan kind of like takes his pack and, throws it kind of at the guys. Look through the whole fucking thing. I don't care. It's in there somewhere, probably. It hurts. Oh God, it hurts.
This man says, search the bag. The guards dump out all your shit on the ground, and a little piece of a slip of parchment comes out. And the guard presents it. Oh, it looks like they're telling the truth, actually. Ezek, Commander Ezek. So should we let them go? Looks like he's got his papers. The hulking man simply ponders this for a few moments, and he just says, "Go back to where you stay. Don't get caught out again after curfew."
Right, and what hours are curfew again? Oh, go yourself. What hours are curfew?
10 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Right. Well, thank you. We'll be sure not to get caught. And I take Rohan's bag and I throw all his shit back in there and I grab Rohan and I pull him back towards the inn.
Rohan's pulled away and he still continues to laugh like a fool.
It's like pained laugh, Remember, see that Joker movie? That's what it's like.
Which one?
The newest
The
one.
new one.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty
All
much.
right.
Yeah, cackle fever. Mm-hmm.
I take him back to our private room, to my private room, and I just kind of throw him on the bed and slap him. The fuck is wrong with you?
Make a Constitution saving throw, Rohan.
Oh boy.
You fall on the ground in your room and start laughing uncontrollably for a minute.
What the hell? Who's laughing
Can't
in here?
help you.
I took him to my room, to the private room,
Oh,
because I don't want to wake up the other two. Right, okay. Fuck.
I think I'm dying.
Can I check and see if he's dying? Can I try to give him some water? Can I try
You
to
don't have to try to give him water. You can give him some water.
just give him some water?
If you want to assess him, you can make a medicine check. All right. It looks like he has a fever. He's sweating. He has the chills.
Right, alright. Lay down. Don't move. Gonna wake the others up. I go and I knock on the door. Wake up! We have a problem.
What is this problem?
yeah, what the hell?
Alright, well, Rohan has a fever. He can't stop laughing. We got caught trying to get over to Fiona's house. The Burgomaster almost arrested him. Not the Burgomaster, the man in charge of some guy named Ezekiel. Basically, we got caught, almost got arrested. It's all of Rohan's fault. We need a new plan.
Almost got arrested is not getting arrested. That is fine. I'll take my my reliquary, the cage, and I'll go take a look at Rohan.
Okay.
I'll go back to sleep.
Yeah, as you approach Rohan and start looking him over, you can tell he's got like massive beads of sweat. He's just sweating profusely. He's burning up, and his eyes, like it seems really difficult for him to focus on any single point for very long before they start kind of swimming. And every question you ask him, he just starts chuckling weirdly before spitting out his answer.
This is very strange. Hold on. I'll go back and get one of my sticks of incense and light it just to have a pleasant smell in the room. And then I will do a short chant and holding the cage, put my hand on Rohan's forehead and cast Lesser Restoration. I do not know if this is a disease, but Lesser Restoration can cure specifically diseases.
Yes, let me look at this for one moment.
It also removes a condition, I believe.
It's
Specific
either one disease or one condition.
All right. So you cast this, and it doesn't appear to rid him of what's ailing him. You think maybe a stronger magic might be in order in this case. Go ahead and make a medicine check if you'd like to, Manafaa. All right. I don't think it would be terribly difficult to surmise that these are withdrawal symptoms, given the timelines. I think you witnessed him consume the pastries when he did, and you know how much time has gone by, and now he's getting weird symptoms. So you would expect your lesser restoration to be useful in this circumstance, like in a vacuum, but perhaps there's more to it.
Well, my magic cannot help him. And you should be careful too, Juniper.
Why?
Oh, this is withdrawal symptoms. Most likely
Pastries.
from those pastries that you love so much.
All right, Manafaa, now is not the time.
I am just saying that there's nothing I can do here, and should this happen to you, nothing I can do for you. Stronger magic than mine is required. So we leave him to sleep, and hopefully the sleep, it is making him better.
So you don't think we need to find someone more powerful to help? We just let him rest?
I mean, not at 2 in the morning when you have already been told not to break curfew again.
Well, I'm still very tempted to break curfew, but someone a little more sneaky joined me.
That is fair. I also am not sure whether anyone in this town would be capable of casting a higher level or a more powerful cleansing spell than me. I do not know this country very well. I do not know how powerful their holy spellcasters are. Perhaps in the morning we can ask Father Lucia.
My sentiments exactly. Well, I did tell the tall fellow that I was working for the burgomaster. If I get caught again, I might get arrested, but I really just want to get this job fucking done. What do you think? Should I wait till 6 in the morning, or should I go now when most of the people in the house are very likely going to be asleep?
Well, did the big men follow you here?
You know what? I was a little preoccupied with the laughing idiot. I didn't really pay that much attention.
That is unfortunate. I say go
Sorry.
now. People are sleeping. Easy to have a poke around.
Yeah, but they did say they'd be watching us very carefully, and now that I broke curfew, I'm assuming I'm going to be watched even more carefully. Though I didn't tell him where I was staying.
Yes, plus, besides, there is more than one door to this place. Just do not leave out the door you went in.
Alright, well, I guess I'll get the second sneakiest member of the party. And I go back to the room, and I just shake Ghost awake, making sure not to use my claws.
What? Whoa, oh. Hey.
Rohan's indisposed. You're coming with me, dear.
indisposed, like not wearing clothes.
Oh,
That would
I
be
can explain for you.
indecent.
Oh,
Yeah, closed.
what are we doing?
So we are going to sneak over to Fiona's house. I'm just going to take a look inside real fast, look for any incriminating evidence against her, and then get out. Shouldn't take more than 15 minutes. We just cannot get caught, because I've already been caught once.
I'm tired.
Yeah, me too.
Why are we even doing this? Like, who cares about that guy? Apparently everyone hates him.
Well, I kind of want to get on his good side, because he's a bit of a manic. And
I don't want
dangerous.
to. He seems like an asshole.
All right, Ghost.
And trust me, I would know one.
Here's something more enticing. You do this for me, I'll owe you a favor. How's that? A small
Deal.
favor, nothing big.
Nope.
No,
too late.
no.
You said
We didn't
favor.
shake on it.
Medium?
No,
Medium favor.
fine. Medium favor.
All right, fine.
Fine.
I'll go.
Don't get caught.
I never get caught. You better not. All right, we go.
All right, let's see who the first one to get arrested in Balaki is.
Around the back door.
I don't want to go for sure.
Are we doing
I'm
stealth?
Just kidding, of course.
Let's,
Of course, I'm just kidding.
Wait, Ghost. Here's an idea. How good are you at climbing?
I got a better idea.
Huh?
How about you cast that fancy darkness that you cast on us, and I will put my hand on your shoulder and you walk behind the houses.
Thing is, it is a 15-foot radius black cloud.
Exactly.
Black cloud.
Yeah.
So if someone sees a scary black cloud, they're going to get suspicious.
Well, it's already night, right?
Well, listen to this first before I do that. We could jump from rooftop to rooftop. Less chance of anyone seeing us if we're on top. I think the houses might be close enough together to do that, right?
DM, as Ghost is assessing jumping from rooftop to rooftop, would that be more athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics. There's quite a distance between rooftops.
I would love to jump from rooftop to rooftop.
Actually, now that I think about it, that might be a
Right, exactly.
really
All
negative
right, well,
idea.
let's sneak behind the houses, and if we get caught, you cast your darkness, and I will. You hold this rope that I have, and I will follow the rope because I can't see shit in there. So
At least we've got a failsafe if we get caught. Fine.
You can see, right,
I
Juniper?
just like.
I can see through the darkness if I cast it using my sorcery points.
Okay. Do you,
I can't
do you
see
intend
shit
to do it
either
that way?
I'm going to first try to be stealthy, and then if we get caught again, I will cast it so that we can escape.
Sure. Okay. All right. So you guys depart and take a different route in that same direction, maybe around the backside between some houses and things. Go ahead and make stealth checks, both of you, please.
Come on. Oh, God.
All right.
7.
17.
So, Juniper, you're walking along and you feel really good. Sneaky cat action. But Ghost is like tromping through this through this town. Like his armor is making noise, clanking. He brought his pack with him, and shit's clanking on his pack. And you have a strong indication you might get caught if you continue.
Juniper.
What?
Shut up! You're being so loud.
I will throw you somewhere. God. Fuck. Alright, if we keep going like this, we're definitely gonna get caught.
Yeah, I'm not feeling this mission anyway. Maybe we should go back.
I could go on my own.
If you want. You still owe me a medium favor.
No, we didn't complete the mission. The favor's not valid.
No, you said if I go with you, it's a medium favor. And here I am.
Fuck it. Let's go back to the in. I'll go in right at 6 in the morning and try not to get caught.
Right. I will write 1 medium favor in my inventory.
Sounds great. All right, so you guys go back to the inn. A little late night espionage didn't quite go your way. That's all right. The rooster crows at the crack of dawn, 6 a.m. Let's call it, and you guys are all awake, feeling refreshed, except for Rohan, feeling pretty crappy.
All right. 6 in the morning. We're down 1 person. I still really just need to get into and out of that fucking house. I can just misty step in, look in a drawer, misty step out. All I really need is someone to guard the walls. Can one of you come with me to do this?
I don't know why we're trying to get on that person's good side anyway.
Manafaa, I already tried explaining. Can you give it a go?
Because if the man does not like us, he will say, execute them, and then we will be hung.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Why don't we just get the hell out of here then? This is a weird town.
Because there's children missing, and now we need to get involved.
Yeah, sounds like we need to go kill some witches.
And we need to make sure no one in the town is a witch or working for said witch. So if we get on the Burgomaster's good side, we can stay in the town longer.
Yeah, or we could just kill them, but... Alright, fine. You want to go stealth through the streets again?
6 in the morning, curfew's over. Don't need to be as sneaky, don't need to worry about getting caught, just need to worry about vicinity of the house. So we
I need to go train anyway, so... Alright, let's go.
don't need to sneak there, but we need to be sneaky as soon as we get in view of the house. Got it?
Alright, I'll get your back, and I'll start training in back of the house. I'll shoot some arrows, and you can get your job done, and then we'll head back.
Right.
How's that sound?
Just don't get caught training, because they'll wonder why you're shooting arrows in the backyard. Got it?
Okay.
Manafaa, what are you thinking this morning?
I am thinking that all of our plans are terrible and nothing will ever go right. But I am going to go talk to guards.
You know, I don't disagree with that, but by God, I'm trying.
It is not as big a problem as it sounds. Everything will be fine.
Manafaa, if we get arrested... Oh, we gotta look after that idiot. Manafaa, can you talk to the innkeeper and see if she'd keep an eye on him while we're gone?
Just bring him with you.
I will keep an eye on him. I am sure there will be guards wandering. I will flag one down and
Right.
ask.
Alright, we won't be long.
Alright. You owe me 1 more medium favor for this.
No. This is still on the record from last night.
No, that one's already written down. So,
Ghost,
1 more.
can you do
One small favor.
one minuscule favor? Like scratch your back or
All right.
something.
I'm writing it down.
Fine.
Okay. Ghost writes it in the journal. Let's go.
I'm having a fever dream.
Okay, so what's the first order of events here?
So Juniper and Ghost are going to not stealthily, but not like loudly, wander over to Fiona's house. And as soon as we get into range of the house, then would like to be stealthy, try to sneak around, see if I can find a window.
Cool. So you walk through the streets, and the town is just waking up. You see a little bit of action. Some commoners kind of stumbling out of their homes, maybe off to do their daily duties. No one pays you too much mind. You do see some guards that kind of pass you by. They look at you a little bit, but they don't cause you any trouble. You take the north fork of the road, and you see a house that stands larger. It's on a larger plot of land, and it's bigger than most houses around. And this house, it seems disgusted with itself. A slouching roof hangs heavy over furrowed gables, and moss-covered walls sag and bulge under the weight of the vegetation. As you're studying the house, you can actually hear it like groan under the weight of itself. It's a very strange thing. You have arrived at what is known to be Wachter House, and here you stand, a little ways away, not immediately out in front of the house, but within the road and within view.
Do I see any guards?
On the street or in the house or around the house? Or...
On the street, just around, doing some patrols.
Just the one that had passed you not too long ago. They just walked out of sight when you look back the way you came from.
Okay. Well, I will turn to Juniper and say, all right, well, I will distract or be your backup.
Mostly, I think I just need you to be backup, keep an eye out. How are you going to
All right,
alert me
well.
if something's wrong is the problem. Can you make any bird calls? Sure, that'll be the noise if something's wrong.
All right, great.
I would like to...
I'm proficient in bird calls, so...
I would like to approach the house and try to find a ground level window.
All right, and you're trying to be... Yep, make a stealth check, please, Juniper.
Juniper pulls up her hood and melts into the shadows. Hopefully.
That's a sleight of hand check, Juniper.
Sorry. They're right next to each other. Oh, fuck!
Juniper.
It sucks.
Wow, Juniper. Okay, cool. So you approach the house, right? And you're kind of crossing the lawn, like you got your eye on one of the side windows. You're like, thank goodness I'm a sneaky Tabaxi. And you're about 10, 15 feet away from the side of the house when the front door opens in the house and a lady wearing like maid's clothing walks out and she says, can I help you?
Yes, you can help me. I'm here to see Madame Fiona.
She's still resting this morning. Maybe I can take a message.
Can I come wait in the lobby for her to wake up? She's expecting me. It's very important.
And who might you be?
My name is Desdemona.
Make a deception check, Juniper. Oh, that's... She says, that's really strange. She never really schedules meetings this early in the morning, but sure. What time did you say your meeting was?
6:30.
6:30. Wow, okay. Yeah, sure. Come on in.
Right. Thank you very much.
Just watch you watch Juniper just chatting with this maid on the front porch, and then like Juniper just walks in. She's invited into the house.
What the hell? What the? Okay. Well, I will go set up my coin and start training a little bit.
All right. Where were you gonna do that, by the way?
If there is an alley or somewhere, but I kind of wanted to, if a guard comes, I wanted to keep an eye out for any guards that might pass by, just in case. Is there like a back alley?
Yeah. I mean, behind the Blue Water Inn, there's some stables and things. It's kind of a clear area over there. And then, like, yeah, I mean, between various houses and things, it might be a little...
I wanted to stay nearby.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
just
It's like
I'll
you can
just
see the map
wait.
there.
I
So
will wait, and I will keep post for Juniper on the corner.
all right. Sounds good to me. So you walk in to this house, Juniper. Wasn't expecting this, so let's just reconsult what's going on here. All right, very cool. Juniper, you walk into the house, and there is a hallway, and you pass by a staircase and a kitchen and various closets and things. But here, the maid directs you to the parlor. Has a few nice couches surrounded by an oval table made of black glass, and there's a fire going in this room. It's very warm and cozy. And there's a portrait of a nobleman on the wall. He appears to have a broken nose and some a tangled gray hair. And there's several other smaller portraits on the wall. And the maid says, "Well, Miss Desdemona, you can wait here. I will retrieve Mistress Wachter, and she will greet you shortly."
Thank you.
She leaves you alone for some time.
Okay, real quick, I'm going to cast a message, point in the direction of Ghost, and say, okay, not what I was expecting to happen. Should I leave now, or should I try to talk my way out of this? Because I can be quite charming.
Can I respond?
Yes, you can, yes.
It's your thing. I don't know. Get out if you want to, but they've seen your face. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the problem. You know what? I'll try a quick conversation. If this doesn't work, I'll fuck off.
All right, I'm out here, keeping an eye out for guards.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait in the lobby. I'm just gonna wait for her.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I was not expecting it to go this way.
It's totally fine, I'm sure. So, after 10 or 15 minutes or so waiting by yourself, you don't want to do anything in that time?
I want to be on my best behavior. I don't want to look threatening. I want to look like I genuinely want to be here. You know.
All right. So the maid walks into the room, and behind her stands a taller, slender woman, middle-aged, about in her 50s or so. And she's still she looks a little tired, wearing gowns of fine quality. And the maid says, "I present to you the Lady Fiona Wachter." And Mrs. Wachter looks at her and says, "Thank you, my dear. You may leave. Please shut the door." She shuts the door, and Mrs. Wachter walks in, sits on the couch opposite of you, Juniper, and she says, "Well, Miss Desdemona, if that is your real name, of course, I know I've not made any appointments this morning, so if you'd like to just let me know what is the nature of all this."
Yes, of course you haven't made any appointments, and I apologize. Well, firstly, I know you don't have any reason to trust me, but I do have a companion outside. Do you mind if he comes in and joins us? You're more than welcome to say no. Just thought you should be aware of everything.
I've already been made aware of your companion outside. We have people watching him right now.
People? What kind of people?
She laughs a little bit. So, if you'd like to make this quick before I call some guards over here, please.
Yes, I do apologize. I come to you unannounced because I heard that you were a person to talk to if you were having issues with the town.
Issues such as...
What would you say if I told you it was very hard for me to be happy on command?
I'd say that would be an awfully strange reason to be sneaking around the premises of my home, hoping to get a look in one of the windows.
I apologize, it's the way I was raised, the way I do things. Perhaps this way should have been the first thing I did.
Where were you raised?
Very far. I don't suppose you've heard of Port Nyanzaru, the island of Short on the material plane?
I'm afraid not. No. Tell me, what's it like over there?
Warm, sunny, tropical, beautiful. Perfect.
Sounds lovely. Does the sun shine there?
Every day. Hardly a cloud in the sky where I'm from.
Very interesting. So, tell me, please, what is the true nature of your intentions here? Why were you sneaking around my house?
Someone asked me to.
Would you care to share who that someone might be?
Reveal all my secrets quite yet. But someone asked me to check and see if perhaps you were involved in a little bit of rebellion.
I can only imagine who might have requested you to look into such a thing. Well, to answer your question from before, I would say I too find it quite difficult to be happy on command.
It's a very odd request to make of people, and I don't think I like it very much, do you?
Do you think the people in this town like it very much from what you've seen thus far?
I can tell you I haven't seen one genuine smile, one glint in an eye. Quite frankly, I don't think I've seen one happy person within these walls.
Yet there's such an effort to change that. How could it be that the opposite is only coming true?
Mandatory fun will never actually be fun, will never bring joy. People under control are never, ever happy.
Well, I'm happy to report then. What did you say your name is?
Desdemona.
Make a deception check, Juniper.
Do I need to, DM?
If
Sorry,
there's
like
something that you're hinting
I can
at.
whisper something to you real fast, yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yes.
Yep.
Make an insight check, DM.
In fact, that's funny. I don't have that in your notes, but in fact, no, you don't need to make a deception check.
Thank you.
Desdemona, yes. I'm happy to report that there is no such foul play at hand here. So you can be on your way then.
Truly, that's all I needed to know. And that's what I shall report back to the one who asked of me. And I stand up and I curtsy. I can honestly say it's been a genuine pleasure. Much more interesting than I was expecting the morning to go. Thank you.
Much more interesting than I was expecting my morning to go.
I'm sure you'll be able to find me if you need to. There's not that many Tabaxi around.
Not one that I can recall. Well, until next time then, Miss Desdemona.
Madam Fiona?
She
And I would
stands
like
up
to-
and she opens the door for you, actually, to show you the way out.
Cool.
You are retrieved by a servant about halfway through, and she kind of hands you off, and then the maid says, bye then. Don't sneak around the place again. We'll probably catch you again. That was kind of weird. All right.
That's absolutely fair. Thank you, darling. I appreciate it.
The maid sees you out, and Ghost, you can see Juniper returning to the road once again.
All right. Ghost is like in a bush, and he's like,
Good. Yes. No, thank you. Appreciate it.
no one saw me. I think we're good.
You know
What
what?
happened?
No one saw you, dear. You did fantastic. I found out that the information I needed to. So we can head back to the inn now and talk more when we get back. How's that sound?
Sounds great. I'm just going to make a quick stop along the way and do a little training. So, glad to know you got what you wanted to get done.
Beautiful.
Ghost, what would your quick stop be?
Quick stop is I'm gonna head. Is the inn kind of back behind these trees there? Is that a kind of a secluded place?
Let me confirm that. I need to return to that map. Yeah, tell me where you were.
Here.
So that's over by St. Andrew's Cathedral.
Oh, where's the inn?
The inn is right here. So there are some stables, like I said, in the back of the inn, which would be
That would be fine.
There's some bales of hay and things like that.
I will go to that area.
Okay.
I will get out my little vial. Give it a little tap. Unscrew it. Put some on my finger. And put it in my mouth. On my gums.
Sure. As you have successfully saved in the last several attempts, I'm going to say you're used to this now. You'll still need it for your own purposes, but the chance that you will have a severe adverse reaction to consuming it is no longer.
Okay. Then I will get out my coin and put it on a hay bale. I will go back 120 feet, and I will look at my hands and see if they're tremoring again. And I believe that I will have noticed that they are no longer tremoring. Is that correct?
Yes.
In that case, Ghost will smile and take 2 shots at the coin next to the hay bale.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
I'm assuming I see all of this.
I
Oh,
think
no.
Ghost peeled off from you. You'd
me?
return into the inn, and then he would have went behind.
All right.
All right. I'm going to take 2 precision shots at this using my extra dice. But I will do -5, but no longer at disadvantage.
All right.
And I add a d8 to each of those. So that'll be 22 and 19 at the coin at -5.
Yeah, where's the 19 coming from?
The 17 on the second one plus 2 for the second D8.
But it's -5, right?
The -5 is added in.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, his modifier used to be a +7 for those shots, and now it is a +2.
Oh, okay. I
Which
see.
is why I put the little deadly shot in parentheses.
Deadly shot. Yeah. Yeah, so Ghost, for the first time, you strike the coin on your first 2 shots. You're feeling assured of yourself.
All right. Ching ching. Ghost feels very good. Gives a nod. Goes and picks up the coin. Flips it up in the air. Grabs it. It's a good day today. And walks back.
Sounds good. So, you guys reconvene in your rooms or downstairs? What would you like to do?
I will, while they've been gone, have gone downstairs once I hear some hustle and bustle starting up, and procured some food, assuming they have some kind of breakfast available for purchase.
Yeah, yep.
Bring some up to Rohan as well, and then once we have both had some food, I will poke my head out the door and just see if I can spot a guard on the street.
So not right away, but after some time, yeah, there seems to be regular patrols through the streets, and you see they tend to be in pairs. So a pair of guards come up past the inn.
I will be wearing my vestments this morning, so I actually look kind of priestly or cleric-y.
All right. Sounds good. What do your vestments look like, Manafaa?
So they're pretty rough hewn, because he sewed them himself out of whatever cloth he could get at various points. So they're a couple of different shades of gray. Kind of just a simple robe with a belt, and then like almost a poncho that kind of goes over the top, like no connection between the arm coverings and the. It's not like sleeves. And then there's not really any decoration or anything on it, just because he's not particularly good at sewing.
Right.
But there is a rough approximation of the symbol of Jergal. And then when he's wearing them, rather than being hooked on his belt, he wears the cage around his neck.
All right. And you're going to approach the guards, you said?
I am, yes.
All right. They see you, and before you even say anything, just the strange sight of a gold skin horned tiefling wearing these clothes, they do a double take and just stop there looking at you because they see you looking at them. They look curious.
Good morning, sirs. I was hoping that I could ask you a question, if you do not mind.
Please, yeah, we're happy to answer questions to visitors. What do you have for us?
I was wondering, I do not know if either of you ever work the gate, but we come from Barovia, and in that town we ran across an old woman with a cart selling special pastries. I was wondering if you have seen or heard of this woman coming here. We have some concerns about her, and it is something we are, my companions and I, trying to look more into.
Both of the guards ponder for a moment. They look at one another and shrug their shoulders, and they say, I don't recognize the description, sorry. What sort of trouble? Is it something that the burgomaster should be aware of?
I believe that if she had been coming here, you would know. These pastries have some kind of addictive quality to them. People who eat them, they want to eat them more and more. So, if you have not had any problem with that, then she is not here. No need for the burgomaster to be concerned.
Okay then. Is there anything else you need?
Oh no, that was it. Thank you very much for your time.
All right. All will be well.
All will be well.
They continue on.
Brad, just for fun, can I roll damage on the coin? Because I think Ghost is going to save this coin, like, forever. Like, it's an important monument for him. Can I roll damage on it, please?
Sure. Yeah. The coin, you describe. You describe
38.
what happens to that coin.
So the bolts connect, like there's maybe someone's face on the coin, and it's like in an eyeball and in the forehead, and there's just these huge piercing marks. Like as I hold it up, you kind of see two holes in it, and it's just in these perfect places in the bust of the person on the coin.
Would it be Strahd in an Electrum piece?
It exactly would be that. One in his forehead and one in his eye. Like, or is it facing forward or is it facing like to the side?
It's his profile view.
It's his what? His profile view?
Is what do you call that? Sideways view? Isn't that a profile?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a profile.
Yep, profile view. So yeah, one is right in his eye, and then one is right in the top of the head, and there's just two giant, like perfectly pierced holes in that coin. It looks like it's art, just the way it's stabbed in.
All right. Very cool. Very cool, Ghost.
I will.
I'm gonna actually put a little string around it, and like tie it around my neck and put it under my armor.
Cool.
Just smiling.
I'm gonna go back up to Rohan.
Okay.
Well, Rohan, it appears that we are in luck. There does not seem like the the witches have brought their products here. There are no pastries. The guards have not seen any. Old babushka with cart.
Pastries. Pastries. No. No, I don't want any. I don't want any.
When you think about pastries, for a fleeting moment, you do get a sense of happiness and comfort. But it's quickly behind you.
Chasing me. Ah! Rohan is having a dream. Get off!
I take a bowl of water and I like kind of dab his forehead with some cool water to try and cool him down.
Pastries.
Manafaa, what's wrong with him?
Oh, are we back?
You say you're having a dream, Rohan?
Yes.
A fever dream? All right,
Fever dream.
make a Constitution saving throw.
Here we go.
Come on.
All right. Unfortunately, and we haven't been doing this, but we'll say now that it's been going on for a while, taking 7 points of psychic damage.
Oh my.
Incapacitated with mad laughter for 1 minute. And creatures within 10 feet of the infected creature need to succeed on a Constitution saving throw. Manafaa.
No.
All right, Manafaa, you are safe.
Sounded like
as
Ghost was in there.
you witness the shrieks manifesting before.
Alright, I am going to go find Father Lucien.
What?
If on the way out I run into Juniper and Ghost.
Hi.
Yeah, I
Hello.
assume you guys would meet up.
What's going on?
Alright, good news first. Babushka is not here. No pastries. He's fine. Bad news.
Guys, I shot this coin. Look at this coin. I shot it.
Good job, Ghost.
That's
I pat him
also
on the I pat him on the head. What was that, Manafaa?
Ghost, I have seen you shoot like monsters and vampires and wolves. Why is that coin special? Answer later. Rohan is not doing well. I'm going to go find the father.
Oh, okay. I will walk with you and let you know what I found out.
Fantastic.
All right, you guys walk over.
Is
to
Rohan with
St.
you,
Andrews.
or is he staying?
No, I locked him in his room.
All right, I'll go keep an eye on Rohan.
Do not stay too close.
Like how close? Like,
I-
can he still play a game of wizard or dragon chess? Wizard chess.
I mean, that is close enough to have risk.
All right, well, I'll set up a game and teach him a thing or two.
Maybe. He may or may not be lucid.
Yeah, all right.
And on the way to the church, I will just fill in Manafaa about what happened, what I said to her, and yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were supposed to be the sneaky one.
No, so did I. But I don't know. I feel like if there was any time to get caught, that probably wasn't the worst time. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, you are not in jail, so yes.
Yes, I'm not in jail, and I don't know, maybe we found someone who can be an ally? I don't know. Anyway, I got the information we wanted. She said she wasn't part of a rebellion.
That is exactly what somebody who is... Never mind.
Juniper winks.
Every guard in Valaki sees you. Like,
No!
all right, let's take a 5-minute break and we'll pick up and we'll play for another hour or so, and we'll keep it going. All right, 5 minutes.
It's at the lake. Are we
Ghost,
saving?
can-
Are we saving the kids?
Yes,
Okay.
that's it. All right, come on.
No, Ghost, please come back. Please. Please.
I help Rohan get up and take him out of the room.
I would like to
Come on.
block their way. Look, we need him to rest. We need him at full health if we're going to get any of this done. You've got to let him sleep.
Rohan, how you feeling?
Rohan, you feel like shit.
I feel better every day of my life that I am alive. And then Rohan kind of
See?
like grows up.
Okay. Ghost, you look at me right now. You put him back in bed. And you go to your room and you sit down. You hear me? And I would like to do a intimidation check.
Sure.
Thank you. I think I'm good at intimidation. I can't remember. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you guys are reasonably frightened of Juniper as she commands you around.
Okay. Well, I think we are burning daylight and we need to get going. So how long are we gonna wait here?
Until his fever goes down.
All right, fine. I throw Rohan back in bed, and I go downstairs to the bar and start drinking.
All right. You guys totally can just say like, yeah, let's wait the duration of a long rest.
Yeah.
So we could fast forward about 6 hours in the day.
What would that put us at?
It would put you right around nightfall.
Perfect.
Time for the festival.
Oh, that's the worst.
Well,
Is
I
that
guess
what
we
you
just
wanna
hang
do?
out.
Anyone want to play some dragon chess? No? Manafaa?
What is this game?
Dragon chess. It's the most popular game in Faerun.
I mean, if you will teach it to me.
I will teach it to you.
Ghost, make an intelligence check with your proficiency, and Manafaa intelligence with disadvantage is your first time being taught how to do it. By the way, you could go talk to the burgomaster or whatever too during this time. It doesn't need to all wait till after the rest.
Oh.
Just kind of waiting on Rohan a little bit. Ghost, it's such a destruction of a match that it's really not even satisfying to win.
Oh, I'm trying to like teach him and let him win if I can with that roll.
You try to let him win, and you still beat him.
That sounds about right, yeah.
Oh man, Manafaa, are you getting the hang of it?
Manafa's just like staring at the board, like concentrating, like trying to remember what all of the pieces do. But there's like so many pieces.
While they're playing, I'll just talk, distracting Manafaa, I'm sure. Be like, maybe I should talk to the Burgomaster. It feels really bad to just sit down and do nothing. But I would want...
My thought exactly.
Would you three come with me, or should someone stay and look after the sick kid?
What do you want to do?
I mean, I think I'd rather have Manafaa come with me. He's a little more of a people person, no offense, Ghost.
All right, we're going to the Burgomaster. I'll lead.
I will stay and keep an eye on our ill friend.
Oh, come with us.
We can't leave him alone.
He'll be fine.
Manafaa,
I won't
if you don't
go
hear back
anywhere.
from us, if you don't hear back from us in 2 hours, we're probably in jail. Please come break us out.
I will do my best.
Thank you.
I can lock him in the room again. I'm pretty sure he can't get out.
Ghosts. These are in-room doors.
I know. I'd lock it from the outside with my tools.
Believe that if you would like.
All right. Well, let's go.
We go to the Burgomaster, and while we're on going, I will talk to Ghost about how important it is that he's on his best behavior. Won't really will play that, but I will be lecturing him.
What do you mean best behavior? I'm always on my best behavior.
Oh, please don't kick in the door. Please don't yell
don't
at
like me.
him. Please, how about you just don't talk, okay?
All right.
Thank you.
Well, I'll let you lead, and I'll jump in if anything needs to be said.
I believe I owe you a favor. I just keep walking.
So after about 5 minutes or so to the south, you arrive once more at the Burgomaster's mansion. The door to the mansion's open. There are folks coming in and out again. They appear to be making preparations for the festival coming up tomorrow. within one of the rooms, they've been fastening twigs together, presumably to make some sort of shape, which will come into play in the decorations tomorrow. You guys walk into the Burgomaster's mansion, and one of the hands meets you in the hallway and asks about your business. After you relay that information, he once again directs you to the den. It is the same location. The Burgomaster sits in the same chair. The dogs are in the room with him, and he looks a little surprised that you're there, as if like he was expecting you much earlier, but he's happy you're there now. He says, "Oh, come in. Please, shut the door. So
Shut the door.
Juniper and Ghost are in this room. Juniper, and who's your friend here, Juniper?
My lord, this is my friend Ghost. He is he's a companion. A very, very good companion.
Well met, Ghost. That's an awfully strange name your parents got you there, but it's all right with me.
Pleased to meet you, sir.
All right. Well, have you got some news for me?
I do, sir, and I did as you asked. I entered the house of the person you asked of me, and I did search, but unfortunately I couldn't find any evidence that she was in lieu of trying to take your spot. I do apologize.
And where did you check inside the house?
Well, mostly in the lobby, the places that I knew I couldn't get caught. Couldn't find an office. Checked as hard as I could.
Yeah. Did anybody catch you while you were
No.
there?
Very close, but no.
Make a deception check, Juniper.
Sir, I was standing outside and no guards came in at all. It was very obvious that she was not apprehended.
Make a deception check with advantage, Juniper.
Thank you, Paul.
He stares at you for some time. And with each passing moment, you're like, maybe this could be bad. Until he breaks the silence, he says, all right then. All right. Well, that's good to know. I'll never let my guard down fully, but at least I can rest assured this evening. Thank you for your work. Will you still assume your position as guest of honor in our festival tomorrow?
You know, it would be an absolute honor, and we will definitely try, but unfortunately one of our companions has fallen quite ill. So we might need to remain at his bedside. But we will try to make an appearance as best we can.
I'm most sorry to hear about your friend and his illness. Though, in sickness or in health, attendance at our festivals is mandatory. I'm not sure if that's been communicated to you. So I expect you to be there, and I expect your friend to be there as well. Furthermore, Juniper, I was thinking of it last night, and it occurred to me, a brilliant thought. Absolutely brilliant. Let me tell you.
Please.
I would love it if you would make a speech tomorrow at the festival to just reinforce our ideals here. Share the perspective of a visitor to Vallaki and what our culture means to you exactly. To help the others understand it's only for the better what we're doing around here, and that all will be well. All will be well.
Sir, it would be my absolute honor. Absolutely.
I'm so happy you said that. All right. Whatever the rest of your day holds in store for you, I wish you all the best.
Sir, what can we expect at this amazing festival tomorrow?
Let me ask you, Ghost. What would you expect from an amazing festival?
Well, the Festival of the Sun? I don't know. Maybe.
Come on, let's hear your imagination. What would tell me all the characteristics of an amazing festival that you can
Amazing
imagine
event?
right
Well,
now?
I hope there's some live music. I hope that there's like some games, especially some archery type games, precision skill based games. There's lots of things that make a good festival. A fighting tournament, like speeches, of course, speeches.
Haha, yes, speeches.
Explosions in, I don't know,
What kind of explosions?
magic, or I'd throw some, I don't know, explosions, loud noises.
Son, what are your feelings about the devil?
If he was in front of me right now, I would not hesitate to shoot 2 crossbow bolts into his neck.
All will be well then. He slaps you up against the shoulder. Don't worry one bit. Our festivals are the best in all these lands. You will have a great time, I'm sure of it. And Juniper, prepare that speech. I cannot wait to hear it. I'll be clapping the loudest and the most eager to hear it, I'm sure.
Yes, cannot wait, my lord.
Is there a way that we can express our hatred of the devil that would please you and the town even further?
Express your hatred of the devil through your joy. An intoxicating joy that will take everybody and lift up their spirits.
You had me at intoxicating. I can do that.
All will be well then. All will be well.
All will be well.
Well, I shall
Juniper,
see
we
you
done?
in the morning. Thanks
Shall see you
again,
then.
Juniper. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight.
You're very welcome, my lord.
See you tomorrow.
So you guys are able to leave the room and make your way down the hallway and out of the Burgomaster's mansion.
Juniper just has this like plastered on smile on her face, just like it hurts how much she's trying to smile right now. She just looks at Ghost and she's like, back to the room now, please.
He didn't seem so bad.
Not at all. No, he's wonderful.
I mean, he really hates the devil, so that's good.
Yeah, no, it's great.
All right, and he talked about intoxication. That's
I really
nice too.
don't think that means what you think it means, darling.
I believe I know exactly what it means. All right, let's go.
So you guys walk back to the Blue Water Inn, and as you're approaching the stairway, which leads back to your rooms, you see, both of you, there seems to be a fellow from the backside where the stables are. He's sort of like peering around the stables, just revealing his head, and then he looks at you guys and he motions you to come forward and kind of disappears behind the stable.
This
That
is
looks shady.
interesting and fascinating. Oh, I love it. I'm going to point towards our rooms and cast message to Manafaa and say, hi, bit of an interesting person down here. We're going to go investigate. He's beckoning us to the stables. Don't know if you want to join or not.
From the side of the building that we're on, like our rooms, would
Mhm.
any of the windows overlook the stables?
That's a good question. Let me double check that. No. They're on the opposite side of the building.
Okay.
Come
Do you
on
want
down.
do you want backup? I am not armored.
Maybe not backup. Maybe just someone to. You know what? I don't know. I think I just wanted you to know what we were up to.
The
It's up
gentleman
to
once
you.
again looks around the building, and his eyes are like super wide. He's like,
I just look at Ghost and I say, "Yeah, all right."
Yeah, he has a very trustworthy face. Let's go.
Start heading that way.
So as you round the corner to the stables, there you see this fella. He's fairly nicely dressed. He's very slender, pale skin, a little bit shorter, and he has a soul patch and really wide eyes. And he
great.
looks at you guys and he just says, "My name is Ernst Larnack. I've come to deliver a message. Lady Wachter would appreciate if you would join her at her mansion for dinner this evening, 7 o'clock sharp. Bring your friends. That is all I have to say. I will see you later. Don't be late." He begins walking away.
Oh, okay. Tell her I might be one friend short because he's sick, but thank you for the message. I appreciate it.
He slinks behind a house, like by the time you're done talking, like.
Oh, fuck. What have I gotten us into?
That was weird.
Yeah, this might have something to do with my conversation with the lady.
I'm getting kind of sick of this town. I kind of want to go to the lake.
If anything, I'm intrigued. Let's go see how our Rohan is doing. Walk upstairs.
Okay.
That dinner is for tonight?
7 o'clock. What time is it now?
It's probably about like I'll say like you guys kind of took your time going over to the burgomasters and chatted with them a little bit. A few hours have gone by, I guess, since you decided you were gonna talk to him. So let's say it's about 2-3 in the afternoon. Really short to a short time away from Rohan completing a long rest.
Do we have the feeling that he'll be complete before dinner time?
Yeah. Like in an hour or so.
Sweet.
Nice.
So if you want to wait, just like let's fast forward 1 hour to get back in the room with Rohan. Buddy, make a wisdom saving throw, which is going to be pretty consequential, it seems.
Oh my god. Is there any way we can give him advantage on this? Can I rub his shoulders?
I tried reading. It didn't work. He's taking way too long.
Oh, I didn't even see the roll down here.
Oh my god.
Oh, like
Yeah, sorry.
He's like deciding his
Right?
fate. How slowly do his eyeballs melt out of his head?
Yeah.
Tough decisions.
Rohan, go ahead. Roll 1d4 for me, please. All right. So Rohan wakes again. He still seems to be in pretty bad shape. The sun is setting outside. Over the course of an hour, his fever breaks. He seems to be overcoming his sickness. Perhaps it's a little too early to tell. But his condition notably improves.
Right.
You feeling a little better there, friend?
A bit. I think we're out of the woods. Maybe. Oh. Ugh. Ah.
Good, drink more of that water. It's very
Well-
nice. I put slice of lemon inside.
Yeah. A hint of lemon. My favorite. Oh, my throat is so sore. What's happened? How is accustoming life in a place where you cannot be maliciously unhappy?
Surprisingly easy for me.
Yeah. I figured you'd do well here. Ghost?
Yeah, buddy, you were about to die, and I started reading you some poetry and saved your life. Do you remember that?
Hey, I remember a nightmare. I think you were yelling at me. Just incoherent babble. It was awful. Was that your poetry?
No, that must have been Strahd creeping in your dreams again.
Curse that devil.
You were very relaxed by my poetry. All right, you ready to go, buddy?
Wait,
Yeah.
what was with the message?
Right. We have been invited to dinner with Lady Walkner. Tonight at 7, so fairly soon. And I don't know how you all feel, but I don't think it would be a terrible idea. We don't know much about what we're getting into. She might have resources.
How was your chat with the burgomaster?
Well, not what I would have liked to have seen. He accepted my answer to his request, and then basically ordered that I give a speech tomorrow about how amazing the town is. Mm-hmm. I'm thrilled.
You know, I'm glad I did not go.
What are you going
And
to talk about in your speech?
You're just going to lie to everybody?
Well, hopefully I'm not going to have to give a speech. Something tells me that this lady might be on the other side of this burgomaster. I'm very fascinated to see what she has to say, if anything else. The politics of this town.
And what side are we on?
Whatever side helps us find the children, and so far the burgomaster does not seem to do that.
I don't think anyone's really on that side.
Well, we don't know much about this Fiona. Just that she doesn't seem to really enjoy being told to be happy. Rohan, you would like her.
She sounds like my kind of woman.
Mine too, if I wasn't married.
Well then, dinner with the victim of your attempted breaking and entering?
Romantic.
What time is it now?
What
When's
could
dinner?
possibly go wrong?
So much.
It is probably about 5 o'clock now.
Dinner's at 7.
I go away to the lake now in the middle of the night, or at least as the sun's going down. Run into more wolfies,
No.
so what else are we going to do? I'd rather have a free meal.
We could
I
go kill the
use some
witches
food.
quick.
Yeah, Rohan could use some food too. Look at him, he's so sick, Ghost. Come on, you wouldn't deny him free food.
There's no way we could go kill those witches and come back in time for a feast. Do you remember how
Speak
far
for
away
yourself.
that was? No, I'm
for
speaking.
yourself.
I'm speaking for anybody that moves the normal speed of a human.
Well, I move like a ghost, so
Oh my god.
it's much quicker. All right, fine. Food. Rohan's gonna eat before we go eat. Is that what's happening?
No, I think he's going to eat when we get there.
I go down to the tap room and I get a glass of wine.
All right. Yeah, you're free to retrieve anything you'd like to downstairs. I guess a glass of wine is a silver piece for the standard.
All
I mean,
right.
that's for the nicer wine. So silver.
Okay, I will join Manafaa.
I will keep an eye on Rohan, whatever he's doing. I just want to make sure he doesn't go back into giggle fits.
He's just resting there for a little bit longer.
Yeah, just kind of sit like a cat awkwardly in the corner and watch him sleep. Big old eyes.
Sure. All right. Well, as you make your preparations and look towards dinner with Fiona Wachter, that is where we will call it tonight, folks. And we will start our session next week with a little dinner party. I wonder
Ooh.
what will happen there. Actually, I already know, but you guys should wonder. And all you should wonder out there, we'll pick up with Curse of Strahd in another 2 weeks. Tomb of Annihilation, again, after our little break. We'll pick up next Monday. Wonder what's going to happen there. But it's been a great time. Have a great week ahead. We will see you guys later. Peace.
Peace.
Bye.